Greetings, this is Kepataru. We're going to be doing a Necro B10 run. One of the things I want to cover is why the Light Fairy is good for Necro B10. My Light Fairy, Neil, is not very impressive, but I'm going to go ahead and pull her up so that you can see her runes, if I can get the touch screen to do what I want. There we go. And as you can see, she's not, too impressive. I'm running VO Revenge on her. She's got flat attack for slot 2, defense percent for slot 6, and HP percent for slot 4. And they're not even 6-star runes. They're just some crap 5-star runes. Slots 1, 3, and 5 have some decent percentages. But overall, she's not that impressive. But the thing is, her purpose is not to be a major damage dealer. Her purpose is to do multiple hits, hopefully get some revenge procs, and to work on that Necro shield, and to make herself invincible for a couple of turns while she's attracting hate. The Necro, his first thing is attacking all enemies, but the main thing that's really annoying about the Necro is the barrier that he puts up, which blocks a specific number of attacks instead of blocking damage. Which is why you generally want mons using Violent for multiple turns and Revenge for counterattacking, and you want a lot of things that have that hit multiple times with each attack. So that's one of the reasons that Neil is so good, is if she gets one Revenge proc or one VO proc, then the majority of his shield is gone. One of the annoying things about the Necro is the speed cap. So that's one of the reasons that I'm not running a lot of high speed mons, and the annoying times that he steals members of your team. The team that I usually run is the Water Cowgirl, and I'll pull her up so that you can see her rune selection. She's also running Violent Revenge. Her first attack hits 3 times. Her second attack hits 2 times, and her last attack hits 6 times. The number of times for the shield, I believe, is 7, which means, if Neil gets 1 VO proc, then she's going to be hitting 6 times, which means pretty much anything else is going to be getting through on getting some damage through. Sarah is pretty much the same way, being 3, 2, and 6 on the number of hits. I also run Morris, because Morris is amazing on Necro, because his passive revives all dead allies if you roll doubles. So, the number of times where you're missing 1 or 2 members of your party and he just revives everyone is awesome. I'm running him speed because I use him for things other than just Necro. I also use him in Guild Wars and Arena. And I'm running speed HP defense. And the HP defense definitely helps him survive the Necro basement along with other things. And then I'm also running Yin. Yin is the Wind Rakshasa, which she does do damage based on speed, but more importantly is her passive, which gives her a chance at taking an extra turn. So between her passive and VO, she tends to take a lot of turns when running through Necros. Sometimes I'll take Yin out and use other mons. I have used the Fire Panda from time to time because his counterattack, his auto counterattack skill is very useful. I've also used Ludo from time to time, but generally I find that I prefer using Yin. Then for the healer, I run Colleen. So Colleen, even though her primary attack only hits twice, both of her attacks hit 2 times. So it ends up working out. I'm also running her with ally HP runes. So let's go ahead and start this Necro run, and you can see how the team is supposed to run. Hate me today. Hate me tomorrow. You see right there, Yin took several turns, right off the get-go. And a lot of the enemies do use area of effect things that hit all of your mons simultaneously. So the attracting hate doesn't seem to be doing too much. But occasionally you do, anytime they do single target moves, the single targets do tend to go after the light mon. Well, right there they went after the water cowgirl, but then the water cowgirl was made to be invincible by the light fairy. So Neil is coming in really handy. Yin is taking multiple turns. Usually I'll go ahead and target crystals here just because the crystals, are easier to kill and do more damage than the golems. And you can see where Neil was targeted by the golems on single target moves. So the shield is down, and we're actually doing some damage, and then the shield goes right back up, and it's already down again. So we're actually able to get through and start hitting the boss. And the thing is, when the boss steals one of your people, he usually steals whoever dealt the most damage. So that's a reason that you generally want to have, the majority of your team to be relatively balanced on damage. And there you go. That is an Necro run. You can see my average time is about 3.5 to 4 minutes. So let me know if you have any questions.